There are time extensions on the game, but the game is going to come to an end. That should be absolutely certain, obviously, frankly.
Elon Musk recently made a striking revelation that has caught the attention of people worldwide. The United States produces millions of barrels of oil, yet much of it never fuels American cars or industries. Why is that? According to Musk, the answer lies in a complex interplay of economic policies, global power dynamics, and strategic decisions that shape the U.S. energy sector. The paradox of American oil: production versus imports. Oil is one of the most critical resources in the modern world, influencing economies and global relations. While many assume that the countries with the largest oil reserves are also the biggest producers, the reality is far more nuanced. The United States, for example, ranks only 11th in proven oil reserves but holds the title of the world's largest oil producer. Given this, why does the U.S. continue to import substantial amounts of oil from abroad? To understand this paradox, we must explore several key factors. 1. The nature of U.S. oil production. Much of the oil extracted in the U.S., particularly from shale formations, is light and sweet. While ideal for some refining processes, it does not meet all industrial requirements. In contrast, the U.S. imports heavier crude from countries like Venezuela and Canada, which better suit existing refinery infrastructure. 2. Geopolitical strategy. The U.S. has long maintained trade relationships with oil-rich nations for strategic reasons. These alliances ensure stability in critical regions like the Middle East, where American interests extend beyond just energy. 3. Economic considerations. Oil prices fluctuate globally, and sometimes it is more cost-effective for the U.S. to import oil rather than extract it domestically. Factors such as labor costs, transportation, and refining capabilities influence these decisions. 4. Global market integration. The U.S. oil market is deeply intertwined with the global economy. By participating in international oil trade, the country maintains price stability, ensuring that energy costs remain manageable for consumers and businesses alike. Why the U.S. exports oil despite heavy imports? It may seem contradictory that the U.S. exports significant amounts of oil while continuing to import large quantities. The key lies in refining capabilities and crude oil characteristics. U.S. refineries, particularly along the Gulf Coast, were originally designed to process heavier crude. With the rise of domestic light sweet crude production, much of it is exported to countries that have refining infrastructure better suited for it. Meanwhile, the U.S. imports heavier crude to maintain efficiency in its existing refineries. This trade strategy optimizes refinery operations and stabilizes fuel prices. OPEC's influence on the global oil market. OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, plays a dominant role in shaping global oil prices. Unlike the U.S., where private companies determine production levels based on market demand, OPEC countries collectively regulate supply to maintain favorable prices. This difference means that while the U.S. produces vast amounts of oil, it cannot control global prices as effectively as OPEC can. When OPEC cuts production, oil prices rise worldwide, impacting American consumers regardless of domestic output. Energy independence versus global interdependence. The debate over U.S. energy independence has persisted for years. While producing and consuming all domestic oil might seem advantageous, global trade offers key benefits. Economic efficiency. Selling crude at higher prices internationally while importing cheaper oil can reduce overall costs. Strategic reserves. Maintaining access to international oil markets ensures energy security during crises. Diplomatic relations. Energy trade strengthens ties with key allies and prevents diplomatic tensions. Rather than striving for complete energy independence, the U.S. follows a balanced approach, enhancing domestic production while leveraging global trade for stability. Elon Musk's perspective on energy transition. In a notable 2024 conversation with former President Donald Trump, Elon Musk expressed his moderate stance on the energy debate. He emphasized that while transitioning to renewable energy is crucial, demonizing the oil and gas industry is neither productive nor fair. Acknowledging the industry's role in economic growth, Musk advocated for a balanced transition that ensures economic stability while embracing sustainable energy solutions. Conclusion: The U.S. oil paradox is a result of historical, economic, and geopolitical factors. While the nation leads in oil production, its reliance on imports stems from refinery constraints, global market dynamics, and strategic alliances. Energy independence remains an ideal but impractical goal in a deeply interconnected world. Instead, the U.S. continues to navigate a path that balances domestic production with international partnerships, ensuring economic growth.